Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khair for tuning into MaximizedRidwanullah PodcasTv. This is your brother Hussein on a beautiful Saturday morning in Salt Lake City, Utah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It's been probably a little while since I did one of these selfie videos, I guess is what you could call it. But alhamdulillah, as you can see, I'm on a basketball court right now. Just trying to get my health a little bit up. So I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you. The first thing is, when losing focus becomes an actual blessing. Sometimes we think losing focus is a bad thing, when in reality it is actually a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I want to share with you my experience with what I lost focus of, and kind of the lessons that I learned from losing focus and how to go about that. So the first thing for me was I like educational products, motivational products, and I constantly consume that pretty much on a daily basis. And Mike Rashid is somebody that I follow. There's a lot of things that could be said about that, but one of the things that I picked up from him was, he noticed that he was lacking discipline in his life. And with that lack of discipline, I started to notice my life that, I'm completely lacking discipline. Discipline of every angle, and when I kept learning different lessons, I started to get confused a little bit, because what I want to bring out into the world was something that I didn't quite have. There is the complete picture, but you don't know the complete approach to that picture. So what happened was, when I was focused on my dream life and business and my career and finances and so forth, I noticed that I became a little bit tunnel vision. And once I started to realize, I started to get confused. I started to realize that, actually I got pissed off at myself, and I was like, you've come so far. How can you start to, feel, confused and lost? And then I realized that's a part of the process, a part of life, that you're going to feel lost sometimes, and you're going to feel confused, and you don't know what you're doing, or you don't think you know what you're doing. And these emotions that come up are nothing more than messages from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So instead of trying to fight the emotion and suppress it, I started to ask myself, what can I learn from this? What is the benefit out of this particular situation? And when I asked myself that question, I gave myself a little bit of a breather room, and trying to, let things develop instead of proactively messing things up. So, as the time went on, I started to dig deeper into the message of confusion, and I started to realize that the message that confusion gave me was that there's another area of your life that you need to start focusing on. Instead of always focusing on business, career, money, investment, wealth, and freedom, and all of that, we need to be able to build ourselves completely and wholly in every area of our lives. So, the first part of our lives is our deen, right? Our heart, our mind, our souls, our spirituality, whatever you want to call it. And then the second part is our health and fitness. That's our body, our vigor, our energy, our, you name it, all of that category. And then the third one is the freedom and wealth. That's the career, the business, the investments, the wealth, so forth and so on. And then the fourth one is the family, your marriage, your children, your more importantly, your parents, family, siblings, and all of that. And then the fifth and final one is the ummah, right? The masjid that you attend, the country that you live in, and the ummah globally, internationally, in the whole world, basically. And, I noticed that for me, I was focused on number 3, which was the freedom and wealth, because there's a lot of things that, the world pushes you towards focusing on that. And then, I started to realize the container of my deen needed a lot more effort and a lot more work, and also my health. So, I started, I realized the past 3 months I haven't been eating well, overeating, binge eating, you name it, it's all there, don't judge me. But, I just started to realize that, losing focus can become a blessing, because once you lose focus, you're able to readjust and refocus on other areas in your life that need more attention. So that was the message that I got. When you lose focus, don't feel depressed and stressed, having suicidal thoughts and feeling miserable, or being even unhappy or neutral. Focus on how you can get out of that season and getting into the seasons of happiness and bliss by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I wanted to share that with you because, we are the go-getters in this ummah. We are individuals who are hungry and passionate for our goals and dreams, and we want to make things happen regardless of what other people think and regardless of what other people say and do, and not with all due disrespect, but with all due respect, because most of the people, they have well wishes, but in one way or another they're keeping you away from living your goals and dreams. And that doesn't mean you don't take constructive feedback. It just means that you realize the situation for what it is and you move forward with it by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I hope something that I said was of insightful or breakthrough benefit to you. That's the main reason why I do these things. And above that is to get us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and achieving the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is my Saturday morning video blog. I hope that you can make dua for me, as I will make dua for you, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows us to achieve our goals and dreams, not only in this life, but also in the hereafter. Subhanak Allahumma bihamdik wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.